So for one, you gotta understand anybody could be a narcissist, and a narcissist is a narcissist. So if you're an empath, you're a good person. You know, the narcissist, if you got light in you, the narcissists don't like that. Narcissists are dark people. So they will be who they are no matter what position they got or what it is, or environment or whatever position they got. They will destroy you and make your life hell no matter what. So and this from me going like I mean, this is from like, let's see, like for the last, I guess 6 years of me going back in school from different times, I dealt with narcissistic teachers. You know, at first I didn't know it, and when you don't know what a narcissist is or how they operate and you're not informed, and you start thinking like, this is what's really happening. But even to you, it's crazy. Like, why and for what reason would they be doing this or doing that? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew this was, but I ain't have enough information to understand for me to even believe this. But now I do, and I know. So I had this teacher, and I mean, we was working on stuff and we was doing stuff, and the one thing that was for the teacher is that she didn't want me to graduate. I seen that. She didn't want me to, the teachers didn't want me to succeed in school or graduate. So I remember like the teachers doing things like they like, you know, they putting me last and getting to other people. They not really, you know, paying attention to what I may need help in, you know, or don't need help in. Another thing is that also me taking tests and they saying that I did wrong on my test when I know I did right, to like stuff that's like anybody could get the answer right to this. They will lie, and the teacher will be like, okay, now you failed on this test. It says you failed, and I'm sitting there and I'm saying, no, I didn't fail. I know I didn't fail. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy, like going back to school, you know, because then I'll be working and then the job will be full time. So then I'll leave school to focus on the job, and then I'll go back to school. So I'll end up going to a different school. And each school I went to, it was the same thing. Like I dealt with narcissistic teachers. Okay, so the last school I went to and I was dealing with narcissistic teachers, I had 2 teachers that was narcissists. So the teacher seen that I was so focused on school and that's all I cared about, and I was so focused, and I was the most focused out of every other kid in my classes. You know what I'm saying? Like they were really goofing around, laughing, playing around, joking, you know what I'm saying? And then mind you, dealing with people from all ages. You know what I'm saying? It's kids in their 18, people in their 20, people 25, 30, 35. You know, it's people in school 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? It's like all ages. So I'm sitting here having to deal with all this nonsense and everybody joking around and playing around like this is elementary or middle school. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one thing I'm looking at the teacher like, is you serious? Because the teacher wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They was just like the students. And also the students and the teachers despise me being me. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why they was goofing around and playing around, because they didn't really want me to get my education as I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So they would BS and play around all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I took it so seriously. And that's all I cared about. I wasn't worried about the girls. The girls kept trying to, you know, be in my face like I was interested and I wasn't. You know, dudes kept, you know, trying to act like they was trying to learn something from me, what they really wasn't, you know, trying to distract, you know, and things like that. And another thing she used to do is like exploit my weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Like if she knew I was weak in something, she would broadcast it live in front of the whole class. You know what I'm saying? The teachers would do that, broadcast it live in front of the whole class and make it a big issue. But other things that other kids didn't get or understand, it wasn't that much big of a deal that they didn't know and that they didn't get it. And another thing she would do, like if I was trying to, you know, you raise your hand to get the answer right or whatever, they ask the class a question, you know, who know the answer, they would pick me if they kind of felt or knew I probably didn't know the answer. And say like if I didn't know the answer, they will exactly point to the person they knew the answer. And then they will get the answer right. And the class and the teacher, they will, you know, give it a standing ovation. Like they will overly like, you know, act like it was that much big of a deal. Like, okay, you know, it was like, okay, they got the answer right. I was like, okay, like they should know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't know that, it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was, we all here to learn. So if all of us knew everything we in here, if we wouldn't even need to be in here, we would be up there with you teaching. So